Hey YouTube, I am here with my very first makeup talk through tutorial, put on, whatever you want to call it. I am not a makeup artist at all. I just put on some makeup showing you guys what I would wear if I was going out this year for New Year's Eve. It was requested, so I figured I would give it a shot. I love putting on makeup. I love watching makeup videos, so I figured I would try and do it. So hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see how I achieved this look with these massive eyelashes, I can literally feel wind when I'm doing this, then you just keep watching. Here I am, fresh-faced, all tired looking. So I'm going to do a talk-through makeup tutorial. I don't know how to tutor anyone in makeup. I'm just simply going to put makeup on my face while talking to you guys as if I'm getting ready for a fabulous New Year's Eve party. I got my little black dress on, you know. So I'm not going anywhere. This is actually, what day is this? This is Tuesday morning. So if I was going out, I'm going to show you how I would do my makeup. This should be very interesting. I've never done anything like this before. So we'll see how it turns out. Hopefully I don't have to wash my face and do it all over again. But the lighting is good today. The kids are somewhat behaved, so I figured let me try this. So always start out fresh face, of course, washed, moisturized, and especially in the winter time with the dry lips, just use my Carmex lip thing. I think this is somewhat harder to do than just my outfit of the days. It's kind of weird. Start with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewinder. I'm just gonna lighten up my eyelid area so that the eyeshadows will show up better and to cancel out any darkness on the eyelids. So how was everyone's Christmas? Mine was very nice. Of course, it went by super, super, super fast. But the kids had a blast. They got loads and loads of presents, which I am in the process of finding a place for them because I am not one to have toys scattered all about. It's like, no. So, but they had a fun time. And that's, I guess, all that counts, right? A good time was had by all. So hopefully you guys had a good Christmas as well. All right. Oh, I just used, on this brush, this is an e.l.f. brush, and the first time, guys, this silver one is a Live Beautifully by It Cosmetics. I got this from Ulta. This is just a flat foundation brush. I don't know if they sell this particular brush any longer, and this is the e.l.f. Small tapered brush with some Ben Nye powder that I'm just patting over the concealer to kind of make it smooth, you know, so the eyeshadow won't skip. I'm pretty sure you guys have watched millions of makeup tutorials. So Bandit in the crease, and with that I'm going to use my Sigma, I think this is the E40 blending brush, and start putting that in the crease area. I have no idea what I'm going for. I'm just making this up as I go along. I'll blend that out a little more when I've taken all I need to take off here. Yeah, so, I mean, usually in the mornings I kind of know, I already know what palette I'm going to use when I get ready. But usually I just wing it from there. But with this look for New Year's Eve, of course you want to go further out, a little more out, because you can, because it's New Year's. So I think I'm going to use some of my MAC, which I never get to use, glitters. So I'm going to choose one of these to finish off this look. So I'm just going to keep blending that out. Diffused. I like seeing how in the beginning I'm like, oh, this is going to be horrible. But when you put on the concealer and the foundation, I like how it comes together. You're like, oh, this looks actually really good. So I usually do my eyes first now. I'm going to put a little bit more on this side because it's a little darker to match the face. Okay, so Sam A, one of my first YouTube friends here, had asked the question of what inspires. I keep dropping stuff. Never fear, I have another E40. What inspires, or what has inspired my love of fashion or my fashion sense? And I grew up very strict Christian. So, I mean, we didn't have a denomination, but we followed strictly followed the Bible. So, long skirts below the knees, no pants, no sleeveless tops, no plunging tops. I mean, you name it, basically modestly dressed. We could wear jewelry, but we couldn't wear earrings. And, growing up, and, I followed that strictly until my early 20s. But growing up, I went through, elementary, but you have no idea what's going on in elementary. At least back in my day, kids were still kids back then. We didn't, through elementary, but through junior high school, and then getting into high school, dressing like that. And I'm talking about in the dead of winter, I'm wearing these long skirts. And, you look different. You look different from the other girls in school. And, so I guess I know that it has been a huge driving force in how I dress now, because I did have a little bit of a image issue in the things that I had to wear. They weren't, necessarily cute compared to what everyone else is wearing. Everyone else is in the jeans. I mean, and don't get me wrong, 90s style was horrid looking back at it. But, I was different. I was the odd girl out. But in saying that, my upbringing kind of made me who I am today too, even the strict religious upbringing, it gave me certain morals and certain things that I don't think I would have if I didn't have that upbringing. So of course I'm not angry at it. I go to church. I take my kids to church. I believe that's important to have your faith. I have kept my faith. I kind of have veered off from the strict aspect of it. And a lot of the strict aspect, like a lot of the dressing, and it really gave me I was sort of self-conscious. I wasn't that cute when I was little. When I was in high school, I had braces, I had glasses, I had horrible hair, coupled with the long skirts. So as I grew older, I kind of veered away from that and just started, developing my own style from magazines or what have you. I guess I kind of went as opposite as I could from long skirts all the time, and so gradually they just got shorter and shorter. And I was always, I guess, and a lot of it too, I think is very hard to explain this when you sit down to really think of it and try to explain it to people. But I don't know. I always had like an imagination. I like to write books. I like to write stories. So a lot of my fashion sense comes from that. And I also, because of the long skirts and the big, blousy, blossomy things, like basically you couldn't show your figure. I kind of started learning how to dress. Like in my 20s, I put on my first pair of pants. And I kind of, I guess, started. I started from my 20s, so therefore, I don't know. It's very hard to explain, guys. It really is very hard to explain. But I think it just is like, it came natural to me, basically, on how to put things together. And it really just did. I'm going to start using mittens to a little lower in the crease. It just came naturally, and I kind of just wanted to get away from, what I was used to, the long skirt. So gradually, they got shorter and shorter. And I remember trying on my first pair of pants, and I was horrified at how I looked. And I was like, ew, I don't like the way these look on me. So I guess I kept trying on different styles and different sizes, which maybe is what, guided me to, I don't know, to figuring out what looked best on me. And I find a lot of people, a lot of people just don't. And I've had people tell me, oh, you're thin, you can wear everything. That's not necessarily true. It isn't true. Just because you have a certain body type you know, doesn't mean that you can wear everything, or it doesn't mean that you can't wear it, you know. So, you know, that's, you know, I can't really pinpoint it, but that's a little bit of my upbringing, you know, strict Christian, you know, couldn't watch TV, no music, nothing like that. And then just the fact, I guess, kind of broke away from it and just slowly, gradually started trying on things in fitting rooms, and just trying to see what, you know, fit me the best, I guess. I don't know. I hope that makes sense to you guys, because I don't think I'm making any sorts of sense. And mostly because I'm trying to listen to the background noise and what my kids are doing. I'm just using a clean blending brush. This one is a Luxie brush 205. I think I got this in a Ipsy bag. Yes. So I'm just going to take that through where the two colors kind of meet up and just kind of start smoothing it out. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have, you know, I can't really pinpoint what drives my style, only to try to look as nice as I possibly can so that, you know, I'm not getting stared at. I think that was a lot of it in high school. You got you know, do you have T's under there? And, you know, oh, you know, there comes Skirt Girl, Little House in the Prairie. There's Laura Ingalls, you know. So, you know, I started to, as I grew older, I made sure I dressed as nicely as I could, I guess, so that people wouldn't make fun of me. And don't get me wrong, I mean, nowadays everything is bullying. But back then, man, bullying was a rite of passage. And I always made it my business to be friends with the bully. That's how I got through high school. And let me tell you, I have to tell you, I as much as I, you know, was the church girl, I used to hang out with a lot of the boys too. And those boys, the way they talked about the girls, girl, I was okay with that. I was like, these girls do not realize that these boys are just kissing and telling and just, you know, and they would always be like, oh, you can't say that around Amy, you know, we have to have respect. They knew, you know, and I kind of, looking back now as an adult, they did respect. They respected me. They respected my beliefs. Oh, that's the church girl. That's, you know, we can't say that around Amy. And you know what? I'd rather them say that than all the nasty, dirty things these girls were doing to these boys, and they were just going back and forth. And you know, when my daughter gets older, I'm like, don't be a notch in some little boy's bed, please. Which case I'm veering off. But you know, basically my fashion sense, what basically drives my fashion sense, and then, you know, in my 20s when I started to break away, was the fact that I did not want people to stare at me, whether it be people, strangers, laugh at me, tee, what is she wearing, you know, blah, blah. So I think that's a lot of what drove me in my 20s to really find clothes that fit, that, because, you know, I would always wear like clothes that were, I was a zero. I mean, I was like barely existing back then. In my 20s, I was a zero. I was basically a zero up until my mid 30s when I had my daughter. And now I'm like a 2. Depending on the designer, I'm pretty much a 2 through a 6. Like I was like a 0 in high school, and I was wearing like size 6s. You know, everything looked horrible on me. They draped. It was just a horrible, you know, in that sense, the dressing wise. So I think that is what has driven me to really pay attention and focus on nice, pretty things and things that fit. And anyway, this is taking longer than necessary. So let's see. So I hope that answers somewhat of what drives me in the fashion sense. Makeup, I blame YouTube. But I used to, as a little girl, I used to love going into my aunt's bathroom and playing with her makeup. So I kind of always liked makeup. Next color I'm going to take is Essential Perk. I love ColourPop shadows, by the way. Love them. And I think I'm going to take that on a smaller tapered blending brush. It's a Sigma E45. And I'm just going to make sure I get it on the tip and just start really working that in my crease. You know what? I'm going to try this brush. This is the Sigma Pointed Crease E48. I'm going to see this one, and I'm going to get it right in that pointy area. Yeah, work that into. I hope you guys can see. I hope you guys have been able to see what I've been doing. I'm new to this. This is my first one. Give me a break. And it's also hard. It's like when people ask me questions, I don't know what drives me. I have no idea. I just live life. You know, these deep questions that sometimes these movies ask. I'm like, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I just do. Just running it into the crease. And this brush is really good for that. To just get it into. Okay, so you just want to darken it up gradually. I want to darken up the outer corners, and then we're going to play with the fun stuff. And I'm going to use Straight Trippin', nice deep purple. And I am going to take that on a Sonia Kashuk brush and start at the very end here of my eyeball and just get that nice and dark. I don't want to use black because I don't want it so too hard. In little circles, working it up. Just darken it up to your liking. I think that's good. We can always go back in later. I'm going to take the Luxie brush to clean with nothing on it and then just have another blend over everything. This is the MAC. This is like a holiday. It was a holiday collection. Objects of Affection, I think it's called. It's 4 pigments. And since it is New Year's, I think I'm going to go for this light one here. Let's see. It is... There's this one. Ooh, who can see that? Really? Tan. So I'm going to, taking a flat shader brush, also from Sigma. This is the F75. And my e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. And we're going to spritz the brush a little bit. And we're going to dip into the shiny goodness. And start patting it onto the lid. Like this. I may start layering this because I don't like, well, actually this is pretty because we'll see how it goes. I may not darken it. Clean Luxie brush, and I'm just going to very gently blend that top part that's going into the crease. Actually, I'm going to take the brush that I had, I think it was Straight Trippin' on. I'm actually going to add a little bit more Straight Trippin' to that outer corner. Yeah, drag it outwards. We can always clean out that outer corner later on. Alright, so I just did a really thin band of eyeliner. This is something I also got in a Ipsy bag. It's Star Looks Pro. It's crap. It's like a felt tip liner, but is very, I gotta get a better one because it's not pigmented at all. And then I tight lined with this Marc Jacobs what is this pencil that I got from, I think this is from a Sephora birthday gift. Now I'm just going to do a thin coat of a Too Faced Better Than Sex because I am going to attempt to apply false lashes. I think I have done this maybe 2 times in my life. So y'all know I'm doing this off camera, right? These things look absolutely silly. Oh, I'm just trying to blend my own eyelashes in with, I don't know, and the glue is just, I'm using the Duo glue. I am not used to putting on eyelashes, guys. Don't laugh at me, okay? Oh, how can people wear these things? No. And no. Anyway, we're going to continue. Yeah. Oh, there's something in my eyeball. Oh, and it's popping up. You're messing up my makeup. I should have just left it without fake eyelashes. I may peel these off before this is through because no, I don't like false eyelashes. These are Bambi. These are huge. Okay, huge. I feel them like touching my under eye. Let's continue. I am going to use my favorite concealer at the moment. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Creme in D33 Warm. And we're going to start putting this together, making this look come together. I'm not going to take it too high up, But I am going to cut that V area. Take away all these dark circles. And this mysterious dark spot that just showed up. And I'm going to take it around my nose area. See how easy that just cleans it up? These eyelashes are insane, okay? Insane. And then I'm also going to go back in, where is it? Here it is. With my Maybelline. This is actually the neutralizer. Just for some much needed brightness going on the perimeters, on the forehead, down the nose, on the chin, on the mustache. Isn't this nice? This is my favorite part, and damp beauty blender, and we're gonna start beauty blendering that out. And this is the part where it all starts coming together and all your hard work looks like it is actually paying off. Never wash your face if you're doing a smoky eye and you haven't done your foundation yet and you're thinking it's shot. No, put on that concealer. Concealer actually really can forgive a multitude of blending sins. And conceal it up. And you'll start to see that it is coming together. Darn it. That I messed up. I didn't mean to come in so. We'll see if I can fix that. I wanted my V to go out a little further and I concealed it away. It's all good though. It's all good. So this is fun. I actually love watching makeup tutorials, which is what has gotten me my little makeup collection to what it is. So hopefully you guys find it somewhat enjoying. Hopefully you guys find it somewhat enjoyable. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You see that eyelash? Is it coming up? And Sam A, hopefully I answered your question as to what inspires me. Because I don't even know what I said at this point. Should I use, well, if I was really going out, I would use the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. I am in the color Deep 71, and I think I'm going to use it now. This, and just a little pump, not even a full pump for me. This concealer is, as they say, as the young ones say, bomb. And it stays, I believe it's 24-hour wear, and waterproof, I think, in which case it stays on me, and I love it. So definite rebuy for me. I could have used my Giorgio Armani, what is this, the Luminous Silk Foundation, but if I was going out, I think I would opt for the Lock-It. I can always make my face more luminous, and as the night goes on with my skin, it would become luminous. And with this foundation, for me, I definitely need a damp beauty blender, because as you saw, it is pretty thick consistency, and I think a beauty blender is just, and it dries pretty quickly for me as you're applying it. So a beauty blender is the easiest way to blend it out seamlessly. All right, guys, it's coming together. It's coming together. These eyelashes are actually, they're okay. I don't know if I put them on right, but can you guys see? I see a little space in there. I'm going to have to fill that in or squinch them. I can't find my eyelash squincher thingy. The way that, you can squinch them further down. So instead of using a powder to set, well, this is a powder, but this is the Laura Mercier, kind of dirty, Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. I am in the number 5, and this little baby actually sets makeup but keeps your under eye luminous, so you don't get looking dry. Ooh. Do not wear your clothes before you put on your makeup, guys. Tip. Let's see. This brush is the Sigma Tapered Face in F25, and I'm going to just get that all up in the crease to stop any creasing throughout the night. Okay, And then we're going to get that in there. It's just like, woo, 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 woo. We get that in the laugh lines too, anywhere you would get shiny. Okay? Yeah. What's next? Let's finish the eyes. We're going to take the cleanish. This was our blending brush. There was nothing on here. And we're going to start blending out that line just to make it nice and pretty. This makes us look like we are makeup artists when we're really not. So that just smooths out that line, makes it more cleaner. I am not a huge fan of going under the eye, you know, I'm not, but anyway, to make it just a little more cohesive, I'm taking this Bedlam Tools 780 pencil brush with straight tripping. I'm just going to lightly line the under, if I don't poke my eye out, under area of my eye. And then blend it out. And that's mostly all I do with my under eye area. Although, let's see, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna take this ColourPop Shadow Birthday Girl. I think this was like a limited edition thing. I'm gonna take this little weird brush from Sigma. It is the E36. That. And take that underneath the whole eye, because we're gonna add some bling. This is, after all, New Year's Eve. We need a little bling. And I'm not being precise. I'm being messy, because all it is shimmer, and we want to shimmer and shine tonight. If this was New Year's Eve, I think that would catch the light very nicely. All right, check my time here, and then I'm going to just again cleaning the inside corner of the eyeball up area. Then I'm gonna take I'm just gonna take another blending brush, but it's stiffer. Go back in with Birthday Girl, get it all in there, and really go to ham in the crease area, brighten that up. I mean the inner eye area, to brighten that up, and then we're just bling blingy. Yay. And I think the eyes are done. We are going to go into the eyebrows now, which I may speed up because there is no way in the world I'm going to be able to talk through do my eyebrows. And I'm going to use my e.l.f. Eyebrow thingy in dark. Alright, so we are going to finish off the face. I am going to take my powder, my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, because we want our face to stay pretty much matte, at least the perimeters. And I'm also going to use this to bronze up my face. So I'm just going to take this on a fluffy, what is this, BH Cosmetics face brush. And then I'm just going to take that to kind of bronze up and kind of start, what do you call that? What am I doing? See? Makeup artist fail. Tutorial fail. Pretty much carve out some cheek. Contour. That's it. Contour. Let's get rid of that. Double chin there. Contour and kind of bronze up. Take it on the perimeter. Alright. And then I'm going to take my Too Faced dark chocolate, I call that dark chocolate, Soleil bronzer with my MAC 150 and just continue to, you know, bronze and define. I don't really do a heavy contour. I have a little face to begin with. So just to bronze it and bring some life back into the face. Tie it together. And what's remaining? All right, we are almost there. And then for blush, I think I'm going to use my Clinique Cola Pop. I love this blush. Just because I'm going to keep everything else neutral. This is Real Techniques. What is this? I don't know. It's a Real Techniques. I think it's a blush brush, actually. I think it is. And I think that'll give a nice, this blush here will give a nice kind of flush, natural flush. And I'm going to take my Real It Cosmetics Live Beautifully. I love this brush. It's so big and luxurious. And then just give that a buff. So it can be seamless. Try to keep it up above. You want to try to keep it both the contour, the bronzer, and your blush. Keep it up if you. And that is the face. So far, we're gonna go in with our Gold Deposit from MAC. I think this is the brightest kind of highlight I have, and you kind of want to be nice and sparkly on New Year's Eve. Fan Brush by BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna get that all up in there, and then we're gonna light it up ish. I mean, you don't want to look too made up, but a nice little glow is in order, I think. All right, I think we're good. Yes, that is the face, ladies and gents. And I think I'm gonna go with the red lip. Should we go with the red lip? I think we can go with the red lip. I don't want to do anything non-red, since I don't really wear, I told you guys before, I don't really wear red lips otherwise, so I think we can doll this up. I am going in with Lime. This is Lime Crime's Red Velvet. No lip liner. I'm just winging it. Yes, yes. I think the red is pretty. And because it is a liquid lip, it should stay on all night long. I did not mean to overline my lips. God knows I don't need to. I gotta get used to these eyelashes. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that to dry down a little bit. Turn my overhead light off a little bit, see if it got a bit of lighting. I think that's pretty. I think the red is pretty. What do you guys think? Would you went with a different lip? Let me know. But I think it's pretty. I should try to put some glitter on there. Maybe I should try it. Watch me screw this all up. Although the glitter, I don't think is really practical. Oh! I don't know if the glitter is really practical for drinking and eating purposes. But I think this is nice. Yeah. Or even swallowing purposes for that matter. We're going to keep it classy and elegant and old school and just stick with what we know. The makeup on all night. I'm going to use my makeup mist and set from e.l.f. I love this stuff. I should have bloopers. Did I just screw this up? Let me make sure I'm not. Yeah, okay. Just spritz this on. I love that feeling, especially in the winter, in the summertime. And this stuff is really good, guys. You just try it out. It's $3. I get mine from CVS, and it keeps your makeup on all day. $3. Love e.l.f. We're going to wait for this to dry. What do you guys think? This would be my New Year's Eve look if I was going out tonight. I think we did an okay job. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Let me know what makeup looks you are going to do for New Year's Eve, or if you're just going to wing it like I did. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. Like I said, I am off this week, but I hope you have a great New Year's Eve, no matter what you do. Stay fabulous and blessed. I will see you guys later. Take care.